Hi everyone, welcome back to Melissa's Kitchen Table. Today we're going to be making a mermaid tail cake. And in order to do that, you can use round cakes and carve it, or it's just a lot easier if you get this pan. It's the one that they use to make like the skirt on a doll. This one's from Wilton. They might make other ones. You can look online. It's the Wonder Mold pan set. And what I did is I baked the cake in this last night and let it cool overnight. I believe it's an equivalent to 2 cake mixes. It's like 5.5 to 6 cups of batter to make this cake. And then I also went ahead and made an 8-inch cake, and I just frosted the top of it, because I'm going to go ahead and level this off and place this on top of this. In the meantime, I have a 10-inch cake board. It's about a 1/4 inch thick or so. And I just put some of the frosting on the bottom. For this, I made 2 recipes of cream cheese buttercream frosting. I'll leave the ingredients to that in the description bar below. Okay, so what we have over here is I have a neon blue, neon pink, neon yellow, and sort of neon green. These are the colors I'm going to use to do the mermaid. And then I went ahead, put that together, and it's on the cake base. Now what we're going to do over here is I have a 16-inch disposable bag, and I have a tip. It's tip 1A, and it's just a round tip. It's large. I used to teach cake decorating at Michael's Wilton cake classes. So that's why I have a lot of Wilton products, but it doesn't mean you have to use those. You can use anything that works for you. So I put the tip inside of the plastic bag, and it's all the way down, and then I'm going to cut about here, not quite half. And to do that, you just take your scissors and make a mark right there, then push the tip back out, and you'll see right here is a little mark. Obviously, it'll be easier to see when you do it yourself than on camera. And that's how you know where to cut, so your tip fits through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer these frostings inside of this bag. So you just take your frosting and start putting it in the bag like that. And layering it down. And once I get the first one layered, I'll show you how to do the second. Okay, so now you can see that's completely layered on the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and put the next layer on top. Okay, and as you can see, the green is on top. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the yellow and the blue, and then I'll show you when we're ready to pipe. Okay, so now we have all 4 colors in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the method of like piping a border. We're going to be going all around the cake with that. And I'll show you just on the table really quick on how you want to, oops. All right. Okay, so it's just a pipe like that. You're just going to hold the tip to the cake, squeeze, slowly let away, and bring the tip upwards. And you're going to start from the bottom, and we're going to work our way up. So squeeze, bring up. Squeeze, bring up. Squeeze, bring up. It'll be easier if you have this on a turntable. It makes it a lot easier. So you just squeeze and bring up. Alright, so you're just going to do that all around the cake. And when I get about halfway done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just about halfway done, not quite. And it's a lot easier using the turntable, so I went and grabbed one. Because you just go right around like this. So as you can see, the different colors are starting to come out. And it looks almost tie-dyed. And of course, you could do 2 layers of pink, 2 layers of blue, 2 layers of green, or you could do all pink or green or whatever color you want to do. But doing it this way, they start to look like scales. The one thing I wanted to say is no matter what frosting you're using, and I wouldn't use a canned frosting because those will just slide off of the cake. You're going to want a decorating frosting. And there's plenty of recipes for that. You could buy it in the tubs, but I've only tried the Wilton one. That's a very stiff frosting. That one will work. The flavor is okay. You can add different flavorings to it. And of course, I'll leave a recipe down below too. I use meringue powder. That way it puts a little crust on the frosting and it doesn't leak, and whatever shape you have stays firm to the cake, and it works really good that way. So you're just going to continue to go around and just do a blob and then pull straight up. You squeeze, stop squeezing, and pull up. Squeeze, let it fan out, and pull up. When you're squeezing, you're not moving the tip. So you're going to stop squeezing, then pull up. So when you're piping onto the cake, you're going to hold the tip there. Don't pull out. All right, we'll be back. Okay, and here's the cake when it's all done. And again, you could use any colors you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're going to do for the fin, for the tail. Okay, so over here, I melted some chocolate. I'm using purple. And I just take a piece of parchment paper, you can use wax paper, and I drew a mermaid tail onto it. And then I'll just take the chocolate and place it where I want the fin. And I'll show you when I'm done. And I'll show you how to get that in there because that might be a little bit hard. So you just place it down, and I have an offset spatula, a tapered one, and then you just smooth it out to where you want it. You could also put it in a piping bag and pipe it. And it doesn't need to be perfect looking. And then we're just gonna smooth out into the fin area. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, and here's where it's done. Now I made this quite long down here because that's what's going to go into the cake and hold it in place. And then once everything, I'm going to put this in the freezer for maybe 10 minutes or so. And once everything's all set, I'll put it together and show you the finished product. Okay, so now I've taken this out of the freezer and it's nice and hard. What I'm going to do just as a final step, and you don't have to do this, I have some Petal Dust, and I'm going to be using kind of like a purple blue, very shimmery, very pretty, and I'm going to use just a little bit of that. And I'm going to dust it right on the chocolate. And you want to just go easy. because you don't want to break it. Now, I'm taking this to work with me tomorrow. I actually made this for a friend of mine for her birthday. And I don't, because I have to transport the cake and everything, I don't want to put this into it during transport because I don't want it to break. So when I get to work, I'll go ahead, set it up, and I'll put this in then, and then I'll take a picture of it so you guys could see the final product. But this is really easy to do. It's not hard. Really, the only scary part for me is the transport. And then that's what it looks like. So it looks shimmery, like a, see that? Beautiful. And I do like to do the back because people do look. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. And then I have another friend who's gonna be getting married. I also work with her. That's Ashley Ray. And I'm going to be making some cupcakes for her. We're doing a little shower for her at work tomorrow as a surprise. So I'm gonna be doing some cupcakes, and her flowers are gonna be hydrangeas and sunflowers. So I'm going to be doing another tutorial on how to do that, and you could do like a bouquet with it. It's very pretty. So this cake is from my friend Jamie, and then if you want to see how to do the cupcakes for Ashley, just that one will probably be out tomorrow. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.